Well, good evening to Sally's Ladies. I call you Sally's Ladies because I guess for 25 years she has gathered you women and taught so many of you. So, good evening, Sally's Ladies, and also the men. I understand that the men are here tonight, and when we begin in January, that this is going to be a co-ed class, and I'm glad because I think the men and the women ought to be together. Too many times we're separated. And so I'm glad that you gentlemen have come and you're going to be a part of the class. And let me encourage you to do that throughout the teaching in January and the class that is going to take place. So it's great to address you tonight. Well, you're watching this. I'm preaching in Thailand or teaching students. And so this was the only way that we could do this. But it's a great honor to be here. Every year when I go to upstate New York, my twin brothers, we always go to the horse races. And one of the fascinating things is that when the horses come out of the chutes, then the announcer says, and they're off. And so we're off now to a new class and a new season of learning about the Holy Spirit. And I believe we're going to learn new things. I believe I'm going to learn new things about the Holy Spirit as we share with you from the book, Runways of the Heart. And so what an honor this is. And it's a great honor to co-teach with Jackie Jacobson. Now, Jackie taught at Rocky Mount Bible Institute, and they loved her. And she is so gifted. Really, I'm going to compliment what she's teaching. And so it's a great honor for us to work together. And we don't know what we're going to be teaching other than we're going to be teaching on the Holy Spirit. And Jackie has some great truths in store for you. So I'm excited to do that. I believe Marla Benroth is probably with you tonight. And Marla interviewed me and worked with me for about 4 years. And I don't know how many hours we spent together. And then she took my story and she wrote it. And so Marla really pushed this book to fruition and even got it ready for our 50th ministry celebration and our 50th year that we've been serving the Lord. And so you all thank Marla because what you're going to be reading and learning from is the work of her hands and her mind and her writing ability. And so we're thrilled that she's with us. Well, we're going to be talking about Runways of the Heart and the story. And already the book is gaining traction across the country. Already in 6 states, people have received the book, and the comments we're receiving are just wonderful. And I'm really surprised because the comments that come from seasoned veterans in the Spirit, like every one of you, are very heartwarming. Comments like, I couldn't put the book down. One lady said, I read it in a night. Another lady who's an intercessor for some friends of mine back in Maryland picked up the book and she said, it's so full of life, it's so anointed, and this book came for me at this time in my life. I want 6 more copies for my kids. How do I get them? I want them for Christmas gifts. And that's probably a good idea in the next couple of months. We're already ready to publish the second printing, and so it's a thrill that the book is being used in several places now and for all of you. And so the book, I'm going to take areas of the book on the Holy Spirit. We taught those last year, and we taught from the manual on the Holy Spirit. Now we're going to teach different segments of Runways of the Heart, and we're going to expound on those truths, and we're going to develop those truths on the Holy Spirit. And already the Holy Spirit's been giving me some things to share with you, things that are not in the books, but I think that will help you further in your walk with the Holy Spirit, as I have learned in my 50 years of journey in the experiences of the Holy Spirit. Now, these are just a few. It's impossible to take all of those experiences and deal with them at one time, but I trust as we teach and as we share with you in January and on, the nights that we're able to be here. They'll be a blessing to you. So I encourage you, you have a chance tonight to buy the book. Those of you that are not going to be in the class, those that are going to be in the class will receive a book in their packet of information. And then those who are not going to be a part of the class, buy a book tonight. My daughter Paula is in the back at a table, and she'll be glad to share a book with you. But my desire for each of you is that the Holy Spirit will open new runways in your heart. I had one lady who's a seasoned veteran in the Holy Spirit say, you know, God's opened 2 new runways in my heart, and my faith is not where it needs to be. And that was pleasing, because here is a sister who knows very well the working of the Holy Spirit. So I believe that as you read the book, that the Holy Spirit is going to signal to you, here's a runway that needs to be open. Here's a runway here that needs to be opened. And of course, as you well remember, and for those of you who are not familiar with this, I was flying into Los Angeles from overseas. I think it was Japan. And as the plane was coming down through the clouds, and I looked through the clouds and I saw the beautiful lights of Los Angeles, and there was just enough cloud and enough light below to see the airport. And as I looked down, I saw all of these runways. And the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, your heart is just like that airport. You have runways in your heart on which I want to land my spiritual realities, and I must have access to the runways of your heart. And so little did I know that that one experience, from that would come a book like Runways of the Heart. And so my desire is that you will, as you read the book, open new runways to the Holy Spirit. Then secondly, our desire is that it create a deeper hunger for the person and work and ministry of the Holy Spirit in your life. To know that every day He is a person, and that every day He is with you as a friend, as a comforter, as one who walks alongside you to help you, to speak to you, to give you revelation, to show you things to come, to bring to your remembrance the things that you've read in scriptures and the things that you know about Jesus Christ. And so I'm hearing this now, that a new hunger is being created in the lives of those that have read the book. And so that pleases me very much. Then also, I want the book to build on what you already know. Now, I'm talking to a group of ladies who have studied the Holy Spirit, who move and operate in the Holy Spirit, but I want the book to build on what you know. A pastor in Texas read the book in one day, and he sent me a text and said, thank you for the book, I've enjoyed it, and I've learned some new truths on how the Holy Spirit can guide me in the years to come. And so that made me feel pleased and very gratified that a person of his stature and his demeanor would be able to take something from the book. And so we want to build on what you know into what can become a greater truth on the Holy Spirit. Then I believe there's going to be new teaching truths as we deal with some of the experiences that we've had in the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is going to teach us fresh and new and take us deeper and give all of us some new insights and new truths by which we can live our life in the Holy Spirit. And then, of course, my desire is that it will take you to a higher dimension, to a higher realm in the Holy Spirit, and that through that, this book will become a guiding work in your life, that in it you will see new truths that you've never seen before. And I know, I already have assurance of the Holy Spirit that He's spoken to me, that He's going to teach us some new things that we've not yet learned about. So Runways of the Heart, I think, is a great book. It's a good read. And I believe it's going to bless your heart in the heart of those who read the book in many different ways. So have a great meeting and gathering tonight. And I wished I could be there, but thank God for technology and for my cameraman, Nick Turner, who's come to my house to allow me to tape about 10 minutes, I believe, for you. So God bless you, and we'll see you in January. Bye-bye.